Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on October 7th, 2020 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Pangulangayategarim Yatithātamahan Vande Sri Guru Nitatarinam Paramanandamādhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishram Harihi Om Tat Sat. Today we continue the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book.
Today we are continuing with the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Today's topic is Advaita Acharya feeds Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda and all the devotees.
চৈতন্য ভাগবত ভক্তগণ সহ শান ভোজনাদি লীলা সবারে লইয়া প্রভু গঙ্গা শানে গেলা জাহ্নবীতে বহুবি জলক্রিয়া কইলা
Lord Gauranga, he took all the devotees with him and he went to perform his Ganges Dhat.
Then Lord Gauranga, he took all the devotees with him and went to perform bath in the Ganges, went to perform the Ganges bath.
In the Ganges, there are many types of water sports.
In Ganges, they were engaged in many types of water sports.
সবার সহিত আইলেন করি শান তুলসীর প্রদক্ষিণ করি জল দান
As taking his bath, Lord Chaitanya came with all the devotees.
After taking his bath, Lord Chaitanya came with all his devotees.
Then he circulated the Tulsi plant
Then he circumambulated the Tulsi plant
and watered her.
and watered her.
বিষ্ণুগৃহে প্রদক্ষিণ নমস্কার করি সবা লইয়া ভোজনে বসিলা গৌরা হরি
He circumambulated the temple of Lord Vishnu
He circumambulated the temple of Lord Vishnu
and offered his obeisances.
and offered his obeisances.
Gaurahari took everyone and sat down to eat lunch prasadam with the devotees.
Gaurahari took all the devotees and sat down to eat prasadam, lunch with all the devotees. In every Brahmana's house and in every Vaishnava's house there was a Vishnu temple in which Shalagrama Shilas were worshipped. The temple for demigods in the house of a non-Vaishnava is called Chandi Mandapa, and the temple for the Supreme Lord in the house of a Brahmana devotee of Vishnu is called Vishnu Gruha or Tulasi Mandapa. Murari Gupta Karcha.
Brahmana Vaishnavas would traditionally have a temple to Vishnu Tattva.
A Brahmana Vaishnava will traditionally have a temple to the Vishnu Tattva.
Maybe Radha Krishna or Jagannath Baladev Subhadra
Maybe Radha Krishna or Jagannath Baladev Subhadra
or Nitai Gaur
or Nitai Gaur
or Ahoksha Vishnu
or Ajokshaja Vishnu,
or Laddu Gopal,
Laddu Gopal,
some form of Vishnu and Saigon Shilas.
some form of Vishnu and Shalagram Shilas.
Advaita had such a temple that was circulated by Lord Chaitanya,
And Advaita had such a temple and that was circumambulated by Lord Chaitanya.
and he offered his obeisances to the Vishnu deity.
And then he offered his obeisances to the Vishnu deity. Sri Murari Gupta Kocha 3.4.22. Then the Lord, who is the enjoyer of the fruits of sacrifice, who takes pleasure in satisfying his devotees, dearly cherished desire, enjoyed amongst them the four kinds of foods presented by the great Advaita Acharya. Chaitanya Mangal.
অদ্বৈত আচার্য গোসাই ভক্ত সুচতুর তাহার আশ্রমে ভিক্ষা করিলা ঠাকুর।
Lord Advaita Acharya Gosai
Lord Advaita Acharya Gosai
was a very expert and wise devotee.
was a very expert and wise devotee.
In his house, in his Grihastha ashram, Lord Chaitanya accepted his prasadam.
In his house, in his Grihastha ashram, Lord Chaitanya accepted prasadam.
This was in the form of alms.
They take it in the form of alms.
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 আর সবজন যার যেই অনুরূপ ভোজন করিলা সবে আনন্দ কৌতুক।
Everyone else as per that position.
Everyone else as per their position.
They all joyfully accepted the meal.
They all joyfully accepted their meal
Very blissfully.
very blissfully. Sri Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya 11.70. He then ate the delicious food offered by Advaita. On next day, in the morning, he spoke to the devotees in joy. Quote, "With great desire to see the Lord's lotus feet, I'll go to Puri. You should remain here and perform constant kirtana." Unquote.
So Lord Chaitanya accepted the proposal of Mother Sachi
So Lord Chaitanya accepted the proposal of Mother Sachi
and wanted to see a lotus feet of Lord Jagannath in Jagannath Puri.
and wanted to see the lotus feet of Lord Jagannath in Jagannath Puri.
I told all the devotees to perform Krishna Kirtan and remain in Nadia.
And he told all the devotees to perform Krishna Kirtan and to remain in Nadia.
চৈতন্য চরিতামৃত মধ্যলীলা। সীতা ঠাকুরানীর রন্ধন ও স্বয়ং আচার্যের ভোগ নিবেদন। প্রথমে পাক করিয়াছেন আচার্যানি, বিষ্ণু সমর্পণ কইল আচার্য আপনি।
All the eatables were first cooked by the wife of Advaita Acharya. Then Srila Advaita Acharya personally offered everything to Lord Vishnu. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. This is the ideal householder's life. The husband and wife live together, and the husband works very hard to secure paraphernalia for worshipping Lord Vishnu. The wife at home cooks a variety of foods for Lord Vishnu, and the husband offers it to the deity. After that, Arati is performed, and the prasadam is distributed amongst the family members and guests. According to the Vedic principles, there must be always a guest in a householder's house. In my childhood, I have actually seen my father receive not less than 4 guests every day. And in those days, my father's income was not very great. Nonetheless, there was no difficulty in offering prasadam to at least 4 guests every day. According to the Vedic principles, a householder, before taking lunch, should go outside and shout very loudly to see if there is anyone without food. In this way, he invites people to take prasadam. If someone comes, the householder offers him prasadam, and if there is not much left, he should offer his own portion to the guest. If no one responds to his call, the householder can accept his own lunch. Thus, the householder's life is also a kind of austerity. Because of this, the householder's life is called Grihastha Ashrama. Although a person may live with his wife and children happily in Krishna consciousness, he also observes the regulative principles followed in any temple. If there is no Krishna consciousness, the householder's abode is called a Grihamedi's house. Householders in Krishna consciousness are actually Grihasthas. That is, those living in the ashrama with their families and children. Sri Advaita Prabhu was an ideal Grihastha, and his house was the ideal Grihastha ashrama.
And this is the standard we should follow all over the world.
So this is the standard we should follow all over the world.
I'm very happy to see in my house visits by Zoom.
I'm very happy to see in my house visits through Zoom.
Most of the grihasthas are having a very nice deity worship.
Most of the grihasthas are having very nice deity worship.
They're following this standard.
And they are following this standard. Chaitanya Charitamrita.
2 প্রভু ও কৃষ্ণ, 3 জনের জন্য 3 পাত্রের নৈবেদ্য সজ্জা ও 3 ঠাই ভোগ বাড়াইলা সম করি, কৃষ্ণের ভোগ বাড়াইল ধাতু পাত্র পরি।
All the prepared food was divided into 3 equal parts. One part was arranged on a metal plate for offering to Lord Krishna. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The word Badaila, meaning increased, is very significant in this verse. It is a sophisticated word used by Grihasthas in Bengal. Whenever food is prepared and we take away a portion, the food actually decreased. But here it is a system to say Badaila or increased. If food is prepared for Krishna and offered to him, the Vaishnava's stock is increased, never decreased.
Hello. We don't say, I eat prasad, we say, I take prasad, or so here, they don't say decrease, they say increased.
Like we don't say, I eat prasadam, rather we say, I take prasadam. So here they don't say decrease, rather they say increase.
নৈবেদ্য বর্ণন 32 ঠিয়া কলার আংটিয়া পাতে 2 ঠাই ভোগ বাড়াইলা ভালো মতে.
Of the 3 divisions, one was arranged on a metal plate, and other 2 were arranged on a plantain plate. These leaves were not bifurcated, and they were taken from a banana tree that held at least 32 bunches of bananas. The 2 plates were filled very nicely with the kinds of food described below.
মধ্যে পিত ঘৃত সিক্ত শল্য অন্যের স্তূপ চারিদিকে ব্যঞ্জন ডোঙা আর মুগ্ধ সুপ.
The cooked rice was a stock of very fine grains nicely cooked, and in the middle was a yellow clarified butter from the milk of cows. Surrounding the stack of rice were pots made of the skins of banana trees, and in these pots were varieties of vegetables and mung dal.
সাদ্রগ বাস্তক শাক বিবিধ প্রকার পটল কুষ্মাণ্ড বড়ি মান কচু আর.
Among the cooked vegetables were potols, squash, maan kachu, and salad made with pieces of ginger and various types of spinach.
Yeah, the author is describing a typical Bengali feast.
Here, the author is describing a typical Bengali feast. Hari bol.
চৈ মরচি শুক্ত দিয়া সব ফল মূলে অমৃত নিন্দ পঞ্চবী তিক্ত ঝালে.
There was sukta, bitter melon mixed with all kinds of vegetable, defying the taste of nectar. There were 5 types of bitter and pungent suktas.
Sutta is really a bitter subject.
So shukta is usually a bitter sabji,
But here, bitter and pungent.
but here bitter and pungent.
Pungent meaning, spicy with chilies or ginger.
Pungent meaning spicy with chili and ginger.
কমল নিম্বপত্র সহ ভাজা বার্তকি পটল ফুল বড়ি ভাজা কুষ্মণ্ড মাঞ্চকি.
Amongst those various vegetables were newly grown leaves of nimba trees fried with eggplant. This fruit, known as patol, was filled with pulabadi, fried with pulabadi, a kind of dal preparation, first mashed and then dried in the sun. There was also a preparation known as kushmanda manachaki.
This body, they would make a mashed dal and make like 1 inch or less.
Or they'll make the mashed dal and make it like 1 inch or little less.
That's all. What do you say that?
Special buddies.
That's not. Dried dal. Dal.
Dried buddies.
Cakes.
Dried cakes.
Oh, mini cakes.
Dried mini cakes.
Uh,
We request the purport by Srila Prabhupada. We request our editors of cookbooks to add all these nice preparations described by the experienced author Srila Kaviraj Goswami.
So, Prabhupada wanted our cooks to learn how to make these preparations and offer.
Srila Prabhupada wanted our cooks to learn how to make these preparations and offer to the deities.
নারিকেল শস্য ছানা শর্করা মধুর মোচা ঘণ্টা দুগ্ধ কুষ্মাণ্ড সকল প্রচুর
The preparation made with coconut pulp, milk mixed with curd, and rock candy was very sweet. There was a curry made of banana flowers and squash boiled in milk, all in great quantity.
These are very opulent preparations.
We can see that these are all very opulent preparations.
On one time, when visiting our farm in Ecuador,
One time when we were visiting our farm in Ecuador,
I tried to cook the banana flowers.
I tried to cook the banana flour,
I didn't know the process.
but I didn't know the process.
Actually, this is a whole science.
Actually, there is a whole
You have
science.
to boil it and then drain off the water.
You have to boil it and drain off the water.
I didn't know that. So I cooked it and gave it to the devotees.
I didn't know that, but I cooked it and gave it to the devotees.
I was very bitter. Oh, ow!
It was very bitter. Wow.
So, these are not easy. Each one of these has some way of cooking it. Each preparation requires certain expertise.
Each preparation requires some expertise for cooking.
মধুর আমলা বড়া আমলা দিয়ে 5-6 সকল ব্যঞ্জন কইল লোকে যত হয়
They were small cakes in sweet and sour sauce, and 5 or 6 kinds of sour preparations. All the vegetables were so made that everyone present could take prasadam.
Not only was he feeding Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda,
Not only was he feeding Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda,
but all the devotees present.
but all the devotees who were present.
মুগ বড়া মাস বড়া কলা বড়া মিষ্ট ক্ষীর পুলি নারিকেল যত পিঠা ইষ্ট
There were soft cakes made with moong dal, soft cakes made with ripe bananas, and soft cake made with urad dal. There were various kinds of sweet meats, condensed milk mixed with rice cakes, coconut preparation, and every kind of cake desirable.
Now you're getting to the sweet preparation.
So now they are getting into the sweet preparation.
In Bengal, you start with the bitter, then you go to the pungent, and have the sour, and finally the sweet.
In Bengal, you start with the bitter, go to the pungent, then to the sour, and end with the sweet.
বত্রিশা ঠিয়া কলার ডোঙা বড় বড় চলে হালে নাহি ডোঙা অতি বড় দৃঢ়.
All the vegetables were served in pots made of banana leaves taken from trees producing at least 32 bunches of bananas. These pots were very strong and big and did not tilt or totter.
In other words, great care was made was used in making the preparations.
In other words, great care was being used in making all these preparations
And then serving them.
and serving them.
Even the banana leaves, banana
Even
balls were made in a particular way.
Even the banana leaf bowls were made in a particular way,
With great care and attention.
with great care and attention.
পঞ্চাশ পঞ্চাশ ডোঙা ব্যঞ্জনে পুরিয়া তিন ভোগের আশেপাশে রাখিল ধরিয়া.
All around the 3 eating places were 100 pots filled with various kinds of vegetables.
Remember how I told Lord Chaitanya, I'll give you a very simple prasad, very simple prasad.
We remember how Advaita Acharya told Lord Chaitanya, we'll give you a simple prasadam suitable for sannyasis.
Very simple, very simple.
Very simple, very simple.
Nobody can imagine 100 different vegetables.
Nobody can imagine 100 vegetables.
What to think of all the other preparations.
What to speak of all the other preparations. Haribo.
I finished the prasadam.
Guru Maharaj.
সঘৃত পায়স নব মৃতকুণ্ডিকা ভরিয়া তিন পাত্রে ঘনাবর্ত দুগ্ধ রাখেতে ধরিয়া.
Along with the various vegetables was sweet rice mixed with ghee. This was kept in new earthen pots. Earthen pots filled with highly condensed milk were placed in 3 places.
Sweet rice is very tasty when it's cold.
You see, sweet rice is very tasty when it is cold.
I didn't have refrigerators in those days.
And they didn't have refrigerators in those days.
By keeping the sweet rice in earthen pots,
By keeping the sweet rice in the earthen pots,
and that's to cool the sweet rice down.
so that cools the sweet rice down.
দুগ্ধ চিরাকলা আর দুগ্ধ লগলকি যতেক করিল তাহা কহিতে না সখী.
Besides the other preparations, there were chipped rice made with milk and mixed with bananas, and also white squash boiled in milk. Indeed, it is not possible to describe all the preparations that were made.
Since Advaita and Mahavishnu, Sadashiva, and Sita Devi is Mahalakshmi.
Since Advaita is Mahavishnu and Sadashiva, and since Sita Devi is Mahalakshmi,
they have prepared a very opulent bhoga
they had prepared very opulent bhoga
to offer to the Lord.
to offer to the Lord.
And Krishnadas Kaviraj tried to describe it,
And Krishnadas Kaviraj tried to describe it.
but he said there are so many preparations that it's not possible to describe everything.
So he said that there were so many preparation, it is not possible to describe everything.
দুই পাশে ধরিল সব মৃত্যুকুণ্ডিকা ভরি চাপা কলা দধি সন্দেশ কহিতে না পারি।
In two places there were earthen pots filled with another preparation made with yogurt, sandesh, a sweet meat made with yogurt and banana. I am unable to describe it all.
Yes. Sandesh is made from the natural cheese of the milk.
Sandesh is made from the natural cheese of the milk.
These cows are all protected and there are no slaughterhouses at the time.
And the cows were all protected and there were no slaughterhouses at that time.
The cows were happy, people were happy, everyone was happy.
The cows were happy, people were happy, and everyone was happy.
Okay. So, it's a great example for our grihastas to follow.
So this is a great example for the grihastas to follow. Jai.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.